My video for November the 18th, 2017 is entitled, Is Divine Intervention Wishful Thinking? My heart gets broken over and over again, not because of failed romance, but failed promises. I don't even consider personal romance, and I will not until my financial situation changes enough so that I could adequately provide a decent life with and for my partner. As long as the current economic structure remains in which a small percentage of the population control the vast majority of monetary wealth, humanity will continue to be enslaved and impoverished. Yes, I'm guilty of wishful thinking, and also wanting divine intervention on behalf of the human race. I know I sound like a broken record. Yes, I'm in a rut that I seem unable to get out of by myself. It's true that I look for change in the world around me, one that has a positive effect for all of us. I do look within, and what I feel is not peace. Wanting justice and experiencing peace seem mutually exclusive, yet I desire both, not one over the other. To me, there can be no peace in an unjust world. It's strange because I have had a difficulty sleeping more than sometimes not even 2 hours, and I'm wide awake and can't fall back to sleep again. It's absolutely insane because my mind doesn't even shut off to go into the dream state, although I do have dreams, and some of them are strange dreams, some of them even romantic dreams, which is unusual because I'm not looking for romance. I mean, would I like to have a partner at some point? Certainly I would. It would be wonderful to be able to share my life and have intimate moments with a lover. But that is not my goal. And it hasn't been my goal for a long time. I mean, I had a friend tell me when I was moving into the apartment complex, oh, you're going to love it there. There's so many women that would like to have a partner. I haven't even connected with anyone. I mean, yes, I talk to women and men that live in the complex where I live. I do see people on the elevator and in the hallways and the general area of the complex, but I don't have any intention of inviting somebody to have a meal with me or anything like that. I mean, it just has not happened, and as I said, will not happen. I have been a dreamer all of my life. I mean, I believed since I was a little boy, as I've said in so many other videos, that my mission in life was to help bring forth the kingdom of heaven on earth. I mean, I talked about that still when I was a teenager, and I'm 71 years old now. And I honestly expected that by 2012 it was going to become materialized. And here it is 5 years after that, and it has not materialized. And it's frustrating for me. I struggle to try to maintain at least a smile on my face when I do these videos, because I want to be able to smile. I want to be happy. And I'm sure most people do. Most people don't want to be suffering continuously. No, I don't believe that suffering is human destiny, although it does seem to be human experience going back generations into millennia. I mean, that the human race has suffered again and again because for some strange reason, the Creator allowed a fallen angel or a malevolent being to run roughshod over human rights and over the experience that humans have on the planet we call Earth. And some would say we are quarantined to this planet, that we're never going to get off this planet, or at least out of the solar system. And some say we've never left the planet. I don't know what the truth is there, but I'd certainly like the idea of being able to explore the universe and to be able to visit other cultures and other civilizations where there is peace. I mean, where there is justice, where people would not, or beings would not think of violating the free will of another sentient being. And are all beings sentient? I don't know. I do think that dogs and cats that I tend to interact with somewhat, especially when I go and visit when I take my grandson home and have to wait to go pick up my granddaughter at a later time. The dog always, when I sit down, wants to come and jump on my lap. Of course, I never allow that. It's a fairly good sized dog, and there's no way I'm going to allow it. But the dog gets really, really excited. The cats aren't the same way, but the dog certainly is. And it's not even a year old yet, but it's still pretty big and pretty messy. I mean, it tears things up in the house. I couldn't tolerate having books torn apart and stuff like that, because the dog just knocks things off the shelves and breaks things and makes an absolute mess when nobody's home because it wants to have company. Anyway, I have long, as I said, expected God to bring forth the kingdom of heaven on earth. That has been something that was instilled in me from my earliest childhood. And I want to see it manifest in my lifetime. I don't know how, with a feeling as brokenhearted as I so often feel, and I do suffer the pains or the symptoms of heart attacks on a fairly regular basis. I mean, it's been ongoing for the past couple of years, and yet I still survive. I still wake up every morning, but folks, I want to be able to see you prosper and everybody around me prosper. And there seem to be people that run the government and monetary system on this planet that have a very different agenda. They want control. They want obedience to them without questioning, but they don't provide good. They are malevolent beings, and it's obvious. It should be obvious to everybody that's paying any level of attention the nature of these people that hold high political office, that they are demonic in nature. They are very, very evil people. They are child molesters, which is the greatest sign of all, that they are not decent and loving and have no intention of being decent or loving. This is the situation that we find ourselves in as human beings. And it devastates me that a loving God, a loving creator, continues to allow it generation after generation after generation with no actual change that we can experience, not just believe in, but experience for ourselves. This has to come to an end. This system of our monetary control and our government by monetary control has to end. The Rothschilds and that ilk have to be taken out and not allowed to be on this or any other planet. If there's anybody that should be erased, it's them. Anyway, thank you folks for listening and putting up with me. Namaste.